Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, just give me a reaction, thumbs up. Or better still, unmute your mic and say something. Hey, FM and Akil and Mo and Judith. How you guys doing?
Okay, sir, we are fine. Sorry, I'm
Okay,
fine.
that's good to hear from you, Judith. How about you, FM and
I'm fine, thank you, Patrick.
Okay, that's good. That's good to hear from you guys.
Hello.
How many of you right here did your assignments? Did you do your assignment last week?
Yes, I submitted.
Okay, that's great. How about you, Judith?
Actually, I've been looking for a good time to reach out to you. But I'm currently writing a degree exam, so I've now submitted last week's assignment.
Okay. All right, that's not really hold a strong reason why you shouldn't submit your assignment. Um, Today's section, I'm going to end up with a little bit more advice on becoming a program. Programmers are night hawkers, right? There's a saying that says we don't sleep at night. So even if you have to do every other thing during the day, at night you really need to get some stuff done. That's how we know you're really serious about programming. With that being said, I can see Aziz Abiodun. Abiodun, can we hear from you? How are you doing today? Is it your first time here? Aziz, are you there? All right, I guess. Can you mute your mic, Aziz, if you're not talking, so we don't get distracted by the background noise? I can see Gabriel. Gabriel, how are you doing today?
Hello, good afternoon, sir. I'm doing great.
Okay,
It's good
that's
to
great to
finally
hear.
join the class today.
Oh wow, this is your fourth time, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh wow. Okay, so have you gone through the previous videos?
Yes, I've gone through this, sir.
Okay. So far so good. What can you say? Have you done your assignments?
Uh, I've done the JavaScript, my previous class, sometimes ago. So I'm just trying to learn the Python. So I've been on transit since the past 2 weeks. So just now I'm getting back to Lagos. So I think I've done the first assignment. I'm doing the second assignment now. So I'll
Okay,
submit
all right, fine.
everything after this class.
All right, great. Well, it's so great to have you guys here today. Femina, Judith, Aziz, and Gabriel. I think I'm gonna start with you guys. As time goes on, the rest can join, and they can pick it up from there. So for this week, we're just gonna do a summarization of what we've learned from the week one and week two. Okay, and just a very highlights out there. If you want to continue with this Python programming, do well. A Google Form link will be sent to you separately from the one you registered for this preparatory class. And you can go there and sign up. I need 50 people. I'm going to make it ridiculously affordable, very affordable. Well, here is your part you're going to play. You have to share it out to people so that we can get a good number. The target is 50. If I get 50, then we can move from there. Okay, so I want to believe all of you right here are in the group. So this time around, it's just a give out. No ridiculous amount, just like I said, a very decent amount. You'll be surprised, of course, when you hear the amount. But yeah, it's just a give out. But I need a certain number of people to be able to achieve or carry on that project. With that being said, we're going to go through what we did in week one and as well as summarization of what we did in week two. Okay? And after that, I'll give you some tips and we're going to call it a day. But before I continue, I want to make today's class a little bit different from the normal. Okay, so if you have any questions so far, It's like I'm going backwards. I'm starting stuff backwards. But okay, if you have any question so far, when I mean so far, I'm not talking about today's class. I mean class number one, okay, week one, class number two, and of course, not today's class. We haven't done nothing yet. But week one and week two, if you have any questions so far, I'm really ready. My head is ready to code. I'm ready to show you stuff. If there's anything at all you don't understand, please, this is a free time, a free moment for you to share it with me so that I can make you understand. That's why I'm here. Okay, that's why I'm here. So if you have any kind of anything at all, just raise up your hand. I'll call you one after the other. Before we go into the summarization of what we do or what we did in week one and week two, I can see two people raising up your hands already. We're gonna start from let's start from ladies first, okay? Femina, go ahead. Tell me.
Okay,
What
thank you.
you're welcome.
Well, the the uh, the program, that one from last week's class,
Mm-hmm.
the one you when we got into inputs with
Input,
the
okay.
inputs.
All
When
right.
I tried to put that the command you told us to put, add something, write and print, and then type something to give you the integer like 100 plus this is equals to
Okay,
uh,
okay. So wrap it up to integer because your input is seeing it as a string, right? So you have to wrap it up as an integer. Is that what you're talking about? So that the calculation can be correct.
after
Okay.
then, remember that was it was after then you said something about the but when I typed, mine kept saying um let me
Mm.
could I bring it up? Sorry, please let
Yeah,
the
yeah,
next
you can bring it up. Just bring it up. Just share your
I'll
screen.
bring
That's
it up.
fine. Share your
hmm
screen.
So the next so the result I kept getting was not what was on your.
Okay. You're getting something else. One
I
that
got
is
something else. I only kept getting inputs the in let me just bring it up.
just share your screen. It's okay.
I'll bring it
Share your
up
screen.
for you. But the next person can ask why I'm trying to get it so that I won't.
Okay, all right, that's fine. While you're trying to share your screen, let's hear from Gabriel. We'll come back to you, okay?
All right, thank you, Mr. Patrick.
You're welcome.
I appreciate your classes thus far, even if I have not been physically present.
Hmm.
Uh, my question is that can we use Python to develop app just like we use JavaScript in Node.js and React.js? So let me know what you can use the Python mainly for because I think most people use Python for the data analysis. So I want to know more advantage of using Python so that my interest will be more widened. Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
so Python. Okay, okay, you're welcome. So Python is very powerful. Okay, after JavaScript, you can find the most used programming languages we have as we speak. Python, JavaScript, and what do you call it? Java is still always there, and all of that. So what we have here now, when you ask this question, you can use Java for data analysis. You can use Java for app development. Okay. You can also use Java for machine learning. Like I do machine learning, all right? So what is machine learning? To be able to create, AIs. You write algorithms and all of those things. You can use Python to create AIs. You can use Python to create robots. You can use Python to create softwares. You can use Python to create websites. Python is very, very versatile. I'm telling you, maybe, I don't know, maybe wherever you found your content, they're always posting about data analysis. But in general, Python is used for a lot. I'm going to tell you web development, software development, machine learning, AI. I think if you look at one of my videos, you're going to see what I'm talking about. But yes, if you want to do with software development, you can learn Python. You can use that as well for software development and web development as well. I hope I answered your question. As is,
Yes, sir. Thank you,
oh,
sir.
Gabriel. Okay, yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm going to share the link to my YouTube video. I think I did a little bit on what Python is used for in my YouTube channel. That channel is still growing. I got a lot going on, so that's why I haven't really posted a lot there. But if you go there, you can see something about Python and what Python is used for and all that. I plan creating a series of different, stuff you can do with Python and how to go about Python. So you can check that out later. I'll share the link in the group. Okay. All right. Thank you for that one. I can see on the screen right now. So go ahead right now. Efemina, right? Fa. All right. Go ahead. Let's see what you got.
So it was I heard it was the calculator I was forgetting to say. It was that calculator
Mm-hmm.
program that I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't get right. It was by the time we got you put that print and wrote some long
Yeah.
command here.
Mm-hmm.
When I
Mm-hmm.
went to when I did the save and run, all
Mm-hmm.
they did was show input your first number. That was what
Mm-hmm.
came out of the result.
Okay. Did you input your first number?
No, what I mean is when I just put my save and run, I know I had to delete that long stuff you put. I started trying other things.
Okay. You know what? You know what you have right now will only print addition. You're printing on the screen addition. You got to remove the column on the print. Remove them because you're trying to print the result of number one plus number two. So remove the starting column and the other one. Yes, remove
Okay.
them. Now run your code. Let's see what you got now.
Okay, let me see.
Mhm. Right, and now run. Let's see. Okay.
Oh, right.
Just a simple something can throw you off. That's programming for you, right? Just a
Um,
little thing can throw you off. But you have your input first number. Why is your result showing? That's not right. So there's something you're doing wrong. Go back to your code. Let's see. I hope
okay.
everybody's learning from this, though. I'm trying to instruct how to do this right. So the first thing first tells you to input your first number, right? So
Yes.
now you take you save the first number. Why are you inputting 100? That's not correct. Just put input. Remove the 100 from there. Remove the 100.
Okay.
Yeah, you just have to call the function input inside the 100. Yeah. No, no. Close the brackets. The input should have open and close brackets. It's a function.
Right, right. Like
Yeah, it's a
that.
function. No, no, close it, close it. Remember, you're converting it to integer. So when you have the integer is a function. Now inside the integer, you put in your input function. So the integer has its open and close bracket. The input should have its open and close bracket. So close the integer bracket. Close it. Close
Right.
bracket.
Am I supposed
Yeah, just
to?
close bracket. Where your cursor is at, just put a close bracket. That's what you
But
need
the
there.
close bracket is already there. Oh,
That's
another
for the
one.
inputs. Yeah, you put
Okay,
another one.
another one. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Now you can see that you have input function inside the integer function.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you guys know why we have that? We have that because we need to convert whatever the user is putting in to become integer so that we can calculate it as a mathematical function. Is that clear? Can we move forward? Now, you move down to the next line. It says impute your second number. Remove the 20. Just remove the 20. Don't touch no bracket. Just the
Oh,
20.
okay. All right. Okay.
Just the 20. Just the 20.
All
The
right.
rest of your code is good. Yeah, your
Okay.
code is perfect now. So now you've solved the second input from the user into number two, right? Now we
Mm-hmm.
want to add the both inputs together. Now we
Okay.
created a variable called what? Addition, right? A variable
Yes.
container called addition, and you've done everything you have here is correct. You've added one plus two. That's perfect. And now your print will show us the result of what? Of one of the number one and number two, which is the input of the user, right? So your code is perfectly aligned now. Can you save it and run it? Let's see if we're going to see
Okay.
something different from what we had before. So can you see now you're not having 100 because
Mm-hmm.
you was given the input before the fourth number, which is 100. That's not what we asked to do. So now
Okay.
put any number of your choice.
Here.
Yes, exactly. Where the cursor is blinking.
Okay.
All right, that's great. Now click enter. It's going to go to the next line of your code. Input your second number. Now put the second number. That's good. Now when you click enter, it's going to go to the print and print the addition of both. Can you see that?
Oh, all right. Okay, now I get this.
Now that's how it works. So your plus to add, oh, the addition of blah 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 blah, the rest you have to go back to the video and see that,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
That's pretty much. But if you
Thank
have
you.
any question, of course, the group is always open for you to
But
put in your question right there. All
thank
right. So I hope we've all learned from this. You're welcome. I
you.
hope we've
Okay.
all learned from this. Will anybody? You have another question? If any?
No, I'm fine. No, I'm fine.
Okay, great.
I'll,
All right, great, great. Do anybody have any other question to ask? I'm doing stuff a little backwards today. I'm starting off a question because all we're doing today is just revision of requirement two. And like I said, if you want to continue this class, you want to learn more about Python, we'll send you a link. You can sign up for that. And with just a token, you can always invite people. Once we get to a certain number, we keep count. We'll start the class. Okay, no more question. All right, let's get to what we have today. So we're just gonna do the first one. Of course, we all know how to print. That's what basically the first class was talking about. Let me go and share my screen. I'm gonna go right here, allow, and boom. I think I'm up now. Okay, great. So this is week one. All right. So in week one, we learned. I'm just gonna go right quick. Okay, just a quick one. I don't have to really go into deep details because we already know this. So week one, we already know the contents. We learned how what is programming. We've learned so far what programming languages, what is Python programming, right? We've also learned how to install Python. Of course, if you have a friend and the friend is like, "Hey, can you help me install Python?" You can always go ahead and help that friend. And we did a reward program by running your first application. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and run one right away. Let me go get rid of these things. So just a quick recap. I'm gonna go here, my idle, and what's coming up. Okay, great. So for the very first week, we've learned how to print hello, right? Hello world, and we close that piece of that. We learned how to get this. So if I write this right now, I want somebody to tell me what is absolutely wrong. What type of error am I gonna get? If at all there is an error, what type am I gonna get right here with this code? Can anybody tell me? Well, just unmute your mic because I can see my screen. Just unmute and say something. Can anybody tell me what's wrong with this code? Is anything wrong with this code? If yes, why? If no, why? Anybody? Okay. If you're raising up your hand, go ahead.
Okay, so I think there's a syntax error there. You use
Right.
a single quote and close to open it and use a double quote to close it. So that's a syntax error.
Exactly. Exactly. That's absolutely right. If we was in primary one right now, I'd ask everybody to clap for you. But we're not. So yeah, well done. We get that right there. But if I did what I had earlier, which is this, who are you, right? I'm gonna have a syntax error, just like you said. So the string label is not correct. You gotta make sure the syntax is correct all the time. So we did that, and then I have two ways to run your app, which is running your app from the editor and also running your app from the command line, right? So that's basically what we did. We talked about the different programming languages. We have Java, .NET, C Sharp, We have Jackson, we have Node, we have Python, and all of these things we have, right? There are a lot of programming languages, but we're focusing on Python. Java is always there. Java's like, oh my god, it's used for almost everything you see today. So Python is there, JavaScript, and all of those things. But we are actually dealing with Python today because we're getting into the world of AI, and Python is mostly used. If you want to go into data analysis, web development, AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning, you want to be able to do those things, you got to go into Python. Okay, and that's very important. And so moving forward, we know what programming is, and I'm just going through it. We already know how to install, and I think that's about it. Installation process for Java, and I'm sorry, installation process for Windows, and that's about it. And I gave you guys the prints in Python on how to run your first Python code. And coming down to week number two, we have a little bit interesting stuff going on here. But some of you already got what it looks like. So for week two, we have our content. We'll learn about Python syntax. Remember, right now we just I just shown you an example of Python syntax error, right? It has to do with punctuations when it comes to syntax. And I also talked about Python and indentation, actually. So let me go back and show you something. So if I come here and say, if, right? Is that correct? So let me have a variable name, and I'll set that equals to if, for example. All right. And I'm going to do a little bit logic here. If name, okay, I already kicked myself in the foot. So let me just go ahead and create new new file. I'm gonna go ahead and create a variable name, and I'm gonna give it a fee, right? For instance, and I'm gonna come down here and say if name, if name a fee, and here I want to do what do I want to do? I want to print, and I can say something like, yes, I am a Python programmer, right? Voila. And else, I can say something like, Prince, I'm not a Python programmer, right? And then I close that up. So I need somebody to tell me, is this code correct? If yes, fine. If no, tell me what's wrong. Anybody, raise your hand. Tell me. If this work code is correct, okay, fine, we're gonna run it. But if it's not correct, if you feel like it's not correct, then tell me what's wrong with the code. Anybody? Do we have people here? Let me see. Nobody wants to answer that question. I need somebody to answer the question, please. Okay, I'll have to call name now. Let's start from the person whose name is in the string. Efe, can you go ahead and tell us what is this code correct? If yes, yes or no? Let's start from that.
The code is not correct to me.
It's
Even
not
I'm not
actually
because
okay.
the colon where you put the colon is in if is different from where you put the colon in the semicolon in else. I think they're both supposed to be on if colon, then the name comes under it. I think that's what we
Mm,
did last time.
no, but
No.
okay.
Or
You said, yeah, you said code is not correct, right? Okay, fine.
this
I can,
semicolon is in the wrong place
that's your reason. Okay, fine.
in the
All
if.
right. Okay, in the if you mean this one here is in the wrong
Yes,
place.
yes.
So where's it supposed to be? Down here?
It's supposed to be where if is, and then yeah, it's supposed to be where
Okay.
if is.
All right, that's
And
fine.
the name is not supposed to be on the same line. Name equals if they.
Okay. All right, that's fine. Let's hear from somebody else. So if it's saying that the name is not supposed to be here, the code is supposed to be right after the if, and that's why this code is wrong. Okay, I'm really feeling ashamed of myself right now. I'm writing the wrong code. Can somebody else tell me this code is right, please? Let's see the next person. Friday, go ahead, tell me what you think. Think this code is correct or wrong? Friday, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, sir.
Hmm. Do you think this
Uh,
code is right or wrong? You don't know.
so
That's
no,
fine.
no idea, no idea.
Um, all right, great. Thank you. At least somebody did not persecute me. He does his place safe. All right, let's go to Aziz. Aziz, are you there? Aziz, are you there?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Can you tell me, is this code correct? Is it right or wrong?
I'm here. The I think the code is correct.
It's correct. Oh,
Yes.
somebody's on my side finally. Thank you. The code is correct. Okay, fine. There's no need to ask you why. Let's go to the next person. It's okay. Thank you so much, Aziz. Bolu, Bolariwa, Bolari. I'm sorry, Bola. Let me just go ahead and call Bola. Bola, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. So you're welcome, Bola. Go ahead and tell me the code we got on the screen. Do you think I'm right? If I'm right, I don't know, but just be on my side. Do you think the code on the screen is right or wrong?
Okay. Using to use the word as quotation. That's what I can notice.
You said what?
Single and I said you use. I can see that you use single and double quotation.
Yeah, but they are different. They're on different lines. This one is on its own. This quotation is here and here. It's not like I'm
Okay.
mixing it up. Oh, you're trying to look
Okay.
for wrong, right? Okay, go ahead. Tell me, is it wrong or right? Just, just tell me. I want to know. Please say I'm right. But if you don't know, don't know.
I
It's
think it
okay.
might be right, but I'm not sure.
It might be okay. You're playing safe,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Gabriel. That's fine. All right. Thank you very much for your contribution. So I
Thank
guess
you.
that would be all. I'm gonna go ahead right now and run this code. And the reason why I'm running this code, or the reason why I'm showing you guys this, I expected you guys to have seen where I'm coming from on the screen, which is Python indentation, right? So I'm going to run this code right now, and then you can see the error that I have. And then we can just go ahead and I can go ahead and explain to you what was wrong or what was
Okay,
not.
there's no tab.
Thank you! Finally, somebody's saying something. There's no tab. Okay, so I'm going to name these statements. So let me just name these states. I'll leave it at that. It's okay, it doesn't matter. See? So you can see that if I try to run this right now, who said that? Was it Efe?
Yes, it was
Oh,
me.
okay. Yeah, you see, I don't know. You did not really remember. Maybe you forgot. So, but if I run this right now, you can see I'm having expected an indented block. Okay. So where am I supposed to put? Oh God, this IDE has given you guys a spoil. Okay, where am I supposed to put the tab?
Where you yes, where you just push the else and the
Where? Right here.
if
Yes, sir. Before the print,
prints.
Okay. So how many tab
before
am I
each of the
supposed?
print,
How many tab am I supposed to click?
One tab
two.
of four space bars.
Thank you. Yes, you remember. One tab or what? One, two, three, four. So if I ask you to do it automatically, you got to press tab once. If I ask you to do it manually, you got to press what? Space bar 4 times, and you are good. So we go here, tab, and that's it. So if we run this code right now, we're going to get our results so smooth. Save the code, and boom, you can see, yes, I am a Python programmer. Does that make sense? So let's move forward. And now we go down to variable. We talked about variable, of course. When you come down here, and this is, of course, variable. When we go down, let me open up this text. This is variable, right? This is a variable holding what? Can somebody tell me that? Anybody? This is a variable holding what data type?
It's a string.
Thank you. Exactly, that's correct. Why is this string? How do you know string?
Because it's a word.
No. Mm-mm. I
No,
disagree.
it's carrying a quote.
Thank you. Double quotation. So if I have something like this right now, age, and I have this, what is this? This is a variable age holding what data
Integer.
type?
Int.
Thank you. Why
Yeah.
is it integer?
It's carrying a positive number.
Positive number or
Number.
rather, not
Or
really.
negative.
Not
A
really
whole
positive number.
number.
A whole
Thank
number,
you.
either positive or
Yes.
negative. Yeah.
Yes, it can be negative as well. We can have that. It's still integer. It don't matter. So a whole number would be what the right thing to say. So what if we have something like code, and we have that to be maybe 78.0. Well, this is a variable code, and this is variable is holding what data type?
Float.
Thank you. Who said that?
Float.
Who said that? I can't see my screen. I'm sorry. I'm just hearing you guys' voice. Who said that?
I think it's
It's but
Efe. Okay, Bola.
No, it's Bola. Okay, Bola. Thank you. I love you guys participating like this. And what if we have something like internet not working? So what if we have something like this? What do you think it is?
Boolean.
Boolean. Okay, great.
Boolean.
Thank you very much. That's perfect.
Boolean.
Yeah, Boolean. Boolean. You can even call it boo. You can call it boo. Boolean, Boolean, boo. Call it anything as long as you have the boo in there. That's what it is. So, among myself and my colleagues, sometimes we just say, give me the boo. And a person who's not a programmer would just be thinking, oh, is he trying to snatch? Is he trying to snatch her boyfriend or his girlfriend? Whatever. But we're talking about Boolean. We can call it boo or Boolean or boo. Anything. Just boo. Once you have the boo, a programmer will understand what you're talking about. So yeah, we deal with the variable and the data type. You already know the data type. I will deal with Python operators, right? Which is your assignment, and I hope you guys did the minus and sub course. I'm going to check your assignment through, and I will book 1 day live that I will have to separately go through all your assignments and see what I need to correct and teach you guys so you can do better. I actually gave you guys a bonus right there. I hope you guys know that the input is not just for number alone, right? So if I come right here and I use inputs, let's say name, I'm going to go right here and say inputs and just say, please, hello. Let me make it a little bit more, robotic. Hello, please tell me your name. Okay, and now I'm asking that question, and I can come down here and say, I'm sorry, what am I doing? Okay, I can come here and say age. I can go here and put inputs, and I can say thank you. Okay, let me put this here. Thank you for giving me your name, right? And I put my full stop. I say now, say what is your age? And I can close that up there. And once I close that up there, I can always just go enter. I don't know why it's going that tab. That don't make no sense. But okay. So here now you can see I can come here and say and print everything we have here.
You stopped sharing your screen.
Oh no, sorry. I guess that's just network. So you guys have not been seeing what I'm doing? Okay, so this is what I've done so far. I can start all over. It's okay. So if I come here, I have like a name, and I'm gonna use the inputs to get. I'm trying to let you know that input is not just used to take numbers. It can be used to take anything. I can come here and say, just make it a little bit robotic. Hello, hello. What is your name? Okay, and I'm gonna close that right there, and I'm going to go age, and I'm put inputs, and I'm gonna say, please, how old are you? I can get that information. Okay, so I can come here. Okay, I don't want to go to the advanced stuff. I can come here and just everything else. Remember, we have a string only, nothing. The fault that comes from the input is string. The only reason why we were converting it is because we were working with calculator. We need to do conversion and all that stuff. Okay, so if we come here, we can say print. Hey, I can just put a little hand just to make it a little bit, nice. I can say, hey, and here I can use the plus sign. What did I say is the name of this plus sign? Concatenation. You're adding strings, okay? So here I'm gonna come and say, hey, and I'm passing the name variable up here. Hey, blah blah blah. I can also go and write another thing here and say it is nice, okay? Nice to meet you. And I'm gonna close that. Um, yeah, it's nice to meet you. I can close that there, and I can go down to the next line and print another one, and then I can come here and say, I see you are, and then I'm gonna close that. Okay, I'm gonna go concatenate it again, plus, and then now you see there's an error here. I used quotes and now I'm using double. I gotta change that. Okay, so I'm gonna come here. I see you are age plus old. You can see how I'm concatenating the stuff. When we run it, it's going to make sense to you. Okay? So now I can come here again and say name. I can come and say detail equal to inputs. And now I can say, tell me about yourself. Right? I'm actually writing a program that, asks questions. This is just a simple robot. And now I can go down here and I can print the detail. I can use the header and just say story of, I can come here plus name, all right? And I can close that, sorry, of name, right? Okay, I keep making this mistake, I'm sorry, of name. And I can come here and just print the detail. Don't worry, I'm gonna share this file with you guys, or you can always come back and watch the video. So we have that right there. Let's run this program and see what we have, right? I want to like run an empty space so that it's going to make sense. And prepare your question just briefly. You're gonna have to like wrap up the class. You'll have more time to ask questions later. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So let's run this and see exactly what we have. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and save it first of all, and now I want to run it. Run. So the very first thing I'm going to get. Oh, let me get rid of this one. Oh my God. Okay, so um, well, you guys can just ignore whatever you have up here. Or better still, let me get it off. Let me get it off and start it all over. Okay, it's not going to hurt. Let's go. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Come on. Oh my God. Okay. I don't know what's wrong now. Okay. Let's go and start it over. All right, great. So I needed it to be on a fresh, clear slate. Can you guys still see my screen? Okay, my screen is still visible. All right, great. Okay, so let's run this code now and see what we got right on the screen. So I'm just gonna go run module and I run that. See, hello, what is your name? I don't like this. I don't like the way I'm gonna have to type beside the name. So I'm just gonna go back and modify my code, right? So I'm gonna go right here, file. I'm gonna open that. I'm gonna open this code again. So what I need to do here is, um, okay. So what I need to do here is I need to put this is used to go or tell the Python interpreter that you want to go to the next line. I think it's this one. I don't know yet, but let's see. Um, okay, great. It's working. See, we have our cursor right below, as opposed to having it here. Now we have it down here. So what am I supposed to do now? I'm going to go back to my code and make sure that I put this. This means go to the next line, okay? I mean, I'm going to put it at the end of every of my statements so that it looks. Oh no, it's nice. Okay, I don't need it here. I only need it for the inputs. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it right there. And once I put it there, I'm just gonna go ahead and save it. Once I save it, I'm just gonna go run and just run module and run the code. Okay, so right here we have hello. What's your name? And the name could be, let's just say, Adi Wale Gold, right? So we click enter. It says, please, how old are you? Okay. I can say, maybe I'm very old. I'm an old man, 70 years old. All right. So here we have, hey, Adewale Gold. Hey, I need to modify my code so there'll be space in between this. Hey, Adewale Gold, it's nice to meet you. I see you are 70. Oh, I forgot to put years old. Okay, so tell me about yourself. Now I got to type here. I am a programmer. I live in Lagos. I live in Lagos. And just anything you want to think about. I love music and I love to code. All right, so just keep it simple at that. Now you can see we have the title, Story of Adewale Gold.
So
I'm
can
a
I ask you a
program.
question?
Okay, keep your question. I'm almost done. Okay,
Okay.
just a second. Yeah, I'm a programmer. I live in Lagos, and blah blah blah. And you print it out. I'm just showing you the power of printing and the power of concatenation. Okay, it's very important for you to know. So this is just a little bit robotic app that you can create just by knowing the knowledge of how to use print and how to concatenate your strings. Okay, it's very important. So I can modify my code to do better, but that's not what we're talking about here today. I can just add a space to that one there, and I can say it's nice to meet you. And right after it's nice to meet you, how many age years old? I can add years old here. Years old, and tell me about yourself. Right here, after printing this, I can add a space. Right? I can concatenate and add a space, which is next line, just to make sure the header is separated from the what? From the bottom. I can add next line right here. Don't let this confuse you. Just keep it simple. It's okay. There's no big deal. I'm just trying to make my code look good. So what this slash n means, it means go down to the next line after this. Go down to the next line. So the Python that understands that forward slash and n, it has to move whatever you have down to the next space. Okay. So if I run this code again now after saving it here, I'm gonna have something a little different now. So my name is let's see, Shola. Please, how old are you? I am just maybe 20 years old. I'm a teenager, of course. Can see, hey, can see the space now. Hey, Shola, it's nice to meet you. I see you are 20 years old. All right, tell me about yourself now. I am a woman of faith who love eating a lot of food, a lot of food on Sundays. I sing and play the piano. Okay, and when I click enter right now, you can see that. Why is this not going down? Okay, you can see that story of Shola is right here as the header, and I am a woman of faith, blah 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 blah, and it's all printed. So that's about it. I think this is just a basic understanding of what I needed to get. And do anybody have questions? I think this is the time you can ask your questions, and I will answer them. The rest of it we'll do in the group.
Okay, I wanted to ask why in and were in red.
Yeah, because Python interpreter sees it as a function. It's an internal, keyword. Okay, so if I'm writing this code here now, I have, for instance, fruits. Don't let this thing that I'm writing confuse you. Okay, let's say apple, and I say orange, and I say let's say corn. Corn is not a fruit, but I'm just putting it there. And let's say for X in fruits, I want to print all the fruits. So I'm going to print X. And what this is going to do is it's going to print out all these fruits that we have. Let me get rid of all this. So let's just run that code and you can see what I'm telling you. This is an inbuilt word used in Python. That was why it was marked in red. But because it's is default set to string, that's why it's able to run. If it's just a normal case, it will give us error. But let's run this right now and see what we have. Just ignore that. All of this you will learn in the further class. You will know how to do what I just did right now as we go on in the further classes. This is Apple Orange, what I just did. So what I created right there was a list, right? Was a list. Okay. So I created a list and I used the keyword in and for loop to print out all of this list. Okay, so let's not bother about this right now. That's not what we're learning. Let's not distract ourselves. All right, so I hope you got the reason why they were not in red because there are inbuilt keywords. Okay, they are not supposed to be used there, but because inputs the fault is string, so it converts it immediately to a string, and that's why we're able to run our code successfully. Do we have any other question? I can share the screenshot in the group if you want to take a look at it again to get or do your own thing. You can create your own rollback, of course, and show me and share, send it to me. Let me see. there's any correction I have to give you, I will give you. That's fine. So if there's no other question, I guess that'll be all for right now. So I think so far so good. It's been amazing to be to be a tutor in this preparatory Python class. And just like I said before, if you want to really run through Python, you want to be a master in the beginner section because we have three sections in Python. We have the beginner, okay, we have the intermediates, and we have the advanced. Of course, you have to learn some things in the beginner for you to be able to move into advanced. Sorry, intermediate, and then intermediates, then you move into advanced. So for you to get a beginners and get hard knowledge, you a form will be sent, indication the group, and will send you the form. It's pretty much very affordable, very affordable. There's a money you can just use to go into Chicken Republic and get your meal. But we have a target, okay? If we get to that target, you can now we can now commence the class. So how can you help by sharing it out? So we have more people in there. Okay? So how could it be? How more do you want to end this year? Would you want to end this year with a knowledge of Python, or you just want to end this year with all right, thank you so much. I can see Victoria's right here. Thank you so much. And Victoria can take it off from here. I rest my
Please.
case.
And you say you're going to share that program on the WhatsApp
Yeah, I'll
group.
share the image. I'll share the image. Yeah.
Okay, please. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, hello everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Patrick. Today makes the end of the Python session. So I'm really glad that all of you are here today. Mr. Faraday rather, I really appreciate your coming here, sir. I'm honored to have you here. Mr. Aziz Abiodu,
Yes,
Miss Bolaiwo.
I'm enjoying
What do you say?
I'm enjoying the program.
Thank you. I like that. Mr. Debayo and Miss Efemina Akelomo. Yeah, it's really glad. Sorry, I'm very sorry that I didn't really participate well in this session today because I was very busy. But Mr. Patrick will send the link to us. Then this video on YouTube, you get all the links to his information there in the description section on YouTube. So if you watch the video, you get all the links you want to get to access Mr. Patrick's session, any form, anything that you want to get will be there in the description for this video on YouTube. So welcome the lecturers. We'll be hosting a new sessions next week. I mean next year. So next year there'll be more sessions coming and like new courses that you will enjoy. We'll let you know, we'll update all of you. Yes, we'll send email to every one of you to be aware of the new courses that you'll be taking. So if you are interested, you can just like register for those courses, but we'll let you know when the time comes. So thank you all for today. Your assignment will be sent to your email. And if you have any question, drop it on the group. Mr. Patrick will attend to you and any other, or we have other tech tutors too that will be there for you to help you. So please let's thank Mr. Patrick again. Let's clap for him, please, for this amazing session today.
Mr. Patrick, thank you so much.
Yeah. We believe that we see more Mr. Patrick in our organization in the future. So he's been an amazing tutor for us, one of the tutors we have. If you check our YouTube channel, you see that we have like many other tutors there too. They are very, very good. And Mr. Patrick being one of them. And we are excited to have him here. So please support him as they have said for his own organization. So he needs 50 participants to register for this course. As you've seen now that this particular Python course that is this is the third week, and you know that is an amazing tutor. He will break the concept down for you very well. So support him. Now, if you get the link through the video that we shared on YouTube description, just get the link from there. Help him to share anywhere you go. Just like, oh, this tutor is very great, this and that. Just share the link and support him. Thank you, everybody, once again.
Thank you.